Welcome in as we continue to break down each and every NFL team's team needs, positions of needs in the offseason with a look today at the Dallas Cowboys. A reminder, though, hit that subscribe button below. If you haven't subscribed, it's free. Please do so. It helps us grow and keeps this podcast free. So the Cowboys, look, signing Javonte Williams to a one-year deal proved to be one of the Cowboys' most effective moves last offseason. Williams earned a very good rushing grade, and his 3.56 yards after contact ranked fourth among qualifying running backs. Re-signing the 25-year-old would be a logical move, but if Williams tests free agency, they're going to need to explore options and add depth in the backfield. Edge rusher, linebacker, safety, some other needs that the Cowboys have. Let's take a look at it. I think the season in many cases was over before it began, trading Michael Parsons. That affected last year. Now, it worsened a stop unit that couldn't get off the field in most instances. They talk about trying to improve the run, but Michael Parsons was very underrated as a run defender. Dak Prescott's had some great games, but it ultimately didn't matter. Now, going forward, what can they do to use the draft capital that they gained from the Parsons trade and see what they can do going forward? They need two defensive ends. Parsons was sorely missed. They need two edge rushers to make up for that loss. They need two cornerbacks. They had one of the worst secondaries in the NFL last year. Deron Bland is the only viable player on the team at the position. They need two safeties. The Cowboys need to make wholesale changes in their secondary, without question. Corner safety, it needs to be completely rebuilt. Offensive tackle. Tyler Guyton had 2 seasons to prove himself, but hasn't done it. He was one of the worst starting left tackles in the league last year. He graded out one of the handful of worst in the league. Wide receiver, George Pickens is an impending free agent, so they need to re-sign him or replace him. Or they're going to put a tag on him. And what is that going to do for their ability, cap availability, to sign other players? This is part of the mismanagement problem of the Cowboys of the past. And you see why they've got so many needs. And defensive tackle, I thought Quinnen Williams was a good addition at the trade deadline, but they need another talented interior defensive lineman with Kenny Clark set to decline to age soon. I think that's a big-time need. And we mentioned it, running back. Javonte Williams, good season. Are they going to keep him? All significant questions for the Cowboys. And I think, although it's not going to happen, it would behoove the Cowboys to just go about their business, re-signing their key players, adding good value, and drafting well. And I know Jerry Jones lives for the spotlight and the conversation pieces, but I think the culture of that organization has never been very good as long as Jerry's kind of had control of things. Now, when Jimmy Johnson was there, and a brief time when Parcells was there, they controlled the narrative that came out of there. That's not the case and hasn't been the case in any other time, and that's why they haven't won. Yes, they've got some good players. There's no question they've got a few good players with the Cowboys. They don't have enough of them, and they don't put forth the right resources in the key areas, and they don't empower their head coach in the way that most organizations, successful organizations, do. Therefore, it costs them an awful lot as they build this team. So that's a look at the Cowboys. A reminder, though, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our content breaking down each and every team right here. And check us out at LandryFootball.com as well. We appreciate you joining us. We'll talk to you again next time, everybody.